More than 1,200 years ago, a sacred white deer set out from Kashima, far to the east. On its back rode Takemikazuchi-no-Mikoto, a powerful warrior invited to protect the newly constructed capital of Japan. Across mountains and rivers, the deer carried the warrior to Mount Mikasa, on the eastern edge of the new capital, where a new era for the young state of Japan was quietly taking shape. Welcome to Nara, where the deers are cute, quiet, and sacred. The year 710, Japan was at the peak of a revolutionary change. While being heavily defeated by Tang China and Xiliang Korea at the Battle of Bakkan 47 years ago, Japan was in a period known as the Taika Reform, a comprehensive reformation and learning from Tang China. This included the construction of a much more efficient and prosperous capital city, modeled on Chang'an, the capital of Tang China. As a result, Heijiu-kyu, today's city of Nara, was built. As the protector of this new city, Takemikazuchi descended with his sacred white deer up on the summit of Mount Mikasa, before later being enshrined at the Kasuga Taisha, at the foot of the mountain. According to legend, as the deer was taking Takemikazuchi towards the Kasuga Taisha, it was already in the middle of the night, so the way was too hard to see. And at that time, one of the god's attendees, Yoshiro-no-Mikoto, breathed fire to light the way. The flame eventually scattered around the field, and that's how this place got its name, Tobihino, meaning the field of flying fire. And today, this place remains to be one of the best places to see deers in Nara, just next to the Nara Park and the Kasuga Taisha. Carried by the sacred deer, Takemikazuchi was a god of military power, who also represented the protection of authority and unification, something the Emperor of Japan was eager to achieve, just like the Emperor of Tang China. At the same time, another important ideology was also strongly reinforced during the influence of Tang: Buddhism. From that point on, the sacred white deer started to carry not only Shinto gods, but also Buddhist symbols, and even the idea of combining the two religions. As Buddhism rose to status that's comparable to the local religions of Shinto, the idea of honji suijaku started to become popular in Japan. It interprets the two religions as Buddhism to be a more fundamental being, while the gods from Shinto were seen as the manifestations or representatives of the Buddhism figures. So, as monks were returning from Tang China and built more and more temples in Nara, the popularity of Buddhism also spread quickly into the mountainous regions around Nara, especially around here in Mount Kasuga, along the path where the sacred white deer was taking when it first arrived here in Nara. So now I'm just tracing this track and see if I can find some remains. Alright, so here it says there's some Buddhism figures and like stone caves just 500 meters this way. And apparently this is not a road. And there's a road here, but yeah, it's closed. And there are actually signs that literally says no entry, even in Korean. I don't know why they put Korean there, but yeah. According to the internet, there are actually some really good Buddhism figures and cave stones, stone caves, cave stones around here. Oh. Yeah, I found it. That's definitely not the poop of deers, man. I don't know if that's from like bear or something. I hope it's not. But that's definitely not deer, I'm sure, because I have seen so many deer poops in Nara Park, and it doesn't look like this. And this is actually a really long road, and it doesn't say which direction is actually the cave. just check out if it's over there. If that's not the one, I'm turning back because I'm already too far away from my car. Today, deers have lived across the Kii Peninsula and the mountains of Nara for thousands of years. They have witnessed a nation struggling desperately towards prosperity. They have watched pilgrims giving up everything for their faith. They have seen people abuse them for just a few seconds of fame. And today, they continue to watch as people from all around the world come here to be amazed by the simplest pleasure: cute animals, amazing architecture, and a blue sky.